Don't give up on your dreams. That's the topic of today's video, and this is my world where I'm playing Minecraft every single day for an entire year. We're kind of stuck in this farm area, but on top of that, we are also grabbing a melon for every subscriber gained throughout the series, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're trying to reach 50,000 subscribers within the next 2 months, so add to the chest, why not? And also, you could be lucky enough to get on our infamous wall of subscribers. And today we have Joseph. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I think it's Bytel. So, welcome to the wall of subscribers. And this is day 123 of this challenge. So, we haven't missed a day yet, and I don't plan on missing a day because, like I said, this is one of my dreams, and I think everybody should chase their dreams. I think that's something that's kind of lost in today's world. So I kind of wanted to talk about it. I think a lot of people follow the typical route or what they're told is the best route for them. And then they end up living a life that may not be perfect for them. So, like, say, for example, like, your family says college is the best move. And I'm not saying it's not, it might be for a lot of people, but college is always the best move according to society. But for some people, I mean, they find their way into a great life without going to college. And for some people, if they go to college, it might deter them from doing something that they love or following their dreams. So I don't know. It's a tough scenario because obviously, like, you learn a lot, especially about like relationships in society and living with other people. So it's great to go to college, I would say. But it's also, I mean, like I said, a lot of people find their way without going to college, and that's not even really the best example. Um, I would say, like, even if you're working a job or even if you're studying for a certain major and you're having like second doubts and you're saying, is this really what I want to do? I would take like a serious step back and just take the time to think about what it is. Um, because in life, I mean, you have a ton of challenges every single day, and that's enough to deal with. So it's like if you're not doing something you love or it's not the path that you had set out in your mind, it might also be better for you in some scenarios. But I think everybody in the back of their mind has what we call the subconscious, and it kind of speaks to you sometimes and says like, maybe I'm not exactly where I want to be, or maybe I am exactly where I want to be. Um, but it's important, I think, to listen to that voice in the back of your head because a lot of people call it like the heart too, like follow your heart. Um, I refer to it as the subconscious, but I think, like subconsciously, we all know deep down like what we want for ourselves, what we want for our lives, and that's what people call our dreams. Um, and like you could think as far back as to when you were a kid and probably wanted to be a professional athlete or maybe like an astronaut or something. At the point, you could have been 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, whatever it was, or maybe you still are. So I'm not deterring you from that. But what I would say is whatever that voice in the back of your head is telling you to do, I would say do your best to at least give it a shot. Um, because in the end, I mean, we're all going to grow old and we're all going to be looking back on our youth and everything. I know it's a sad story and nobody actually really wants to grow up. People might say they do, but nobody actually really wants to. Um, but yeah, I mean, you're going to be looking back and you're going to say, did I really chase my dreams? Did I really give it a real chance? And me personally, I want to be the one to say, yes, I gave it a shot. I gave it my all. Maybe I failed. Um, or maybe I didn't fail. Maybe it all worked out and I'm living the life I dreamed of. And I think that's important for everybody to kind of take on. And it might be a tough conversation for most. It definitely is a tough conversation for most because it's tough to turn around. Like, say you're at a certain spot in life and you're doing well, but you're like something's missing and you're not quite sure what exactly that is that's missing. Um, But deep down, you might just feel like, something's not right. And I think it's important to just take a step back sometimes and look at what it is and what it might be that might be feeling a little bit off. Because you never know. Like I said, you got to chase your dreams. You only get one chance. There's only one chance at life. You don't get to go back at it. And I don't want to be the person that's sitting there at, let's say, 75 years old if I have a great, happy life, and looking back and being like, why didn't I just like give it a shot? Why didn't I just try? I think that's part of the reason why I started this YouTube channel as well. It's like, I want to be the person that says, all right, I gave it a shot. I gave it my all. Like, I dreamed of doing Minecraft on YouTube and I gave it a shot. Maybe it worked. Maybe it didn't. But I want to stick with it, and that's part of why I wanted this to be a year-long challenge as well. I don't think I've really talked about that enough on this channel, but that's why I wanted a year-long challenge, because with the year-long challenge, I can't skip a day, right? I can't skip a single day. I have to stick to it for a year, and I have to really give it a shot. If I don't commit to a year, then I have the capability to kind of cop out, as they would say, and give up. But I want to give it an entire year. That way, there's no excuses. And if I miss a day, I fail the challenge, which would be kind of tough and that would be hard to come back from. But like I said, I'm not allowing myself to miss a challenge. I think we have to go one out with that block. I think I kind of messed that up a little. We're going to fix that up. I also want to give myself enough time to build this nice world and everything. So, 100 days, we had a lot done. And I definitely, like I've said, I could have called it there, but that's not the challenge. The challenge is a year-long Minecraft journey. The challenge is a year-long YouTube journey. And we're sticking to that challenge. We're not giving up on that. I'll tell you that. We are not giving up, and we're going to see it through, both for Minecraft and for YouTube. I really do enjoy uploading on YouTube, and this is really something that I could see myself doing throughout the rest of my life. There's not a lot of things that I've been able to say that for in life. There's definitely a few of them that I could think of off the top of my head that I would enjoy enough to where I'd be able to do it for an entire year or longer. But like working a 9-to-5 job, working corporately, I do it. That is my main source of income. And can I say I enjoy it? No, not necessarily. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. And I'm not saying like it's like, oh my goodness, like I can't make it through this next day. Like I can obviously make it to the next day and the next day. And I could do it for the rest of my life, but it wouldn't be the ideal scenario. And I think everybody should strive for that. Like, what is your ideal scenario? What are you doing however many days a week, 5 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever it is for the rest of your life that you're enjoying every single moment of? And I think that's a tough question for a lot of people. I really do. And I don't blame you. Like, like it's not easy to say, like if you're 25 years old, say, or even if you're 20 years old, what have you done every single day or every single week, 5 days of the week for your entire life? Like there's not much besides like eat food, shower, and well, maybe not shower. Most people hopefully shower. But besides like eating food and brushing your teeth, hopefully, is there really much that you've done? We got to find some red dye, by the way. So we're going to try and do, I think I have those. Okay, we could bone meal those. But is there really much that you've done 5 days a week? You've gone to school, I'm sure. And I don't know. I can't say there's much that I've done 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. There's nothing, actually, besides maybe school. And it's like, if you're going to be spending that much time in your life, we need to find bone meal. Where would I put it? Right here. But if you're going to be spending that much time in your life on something, you want it to be something that you definitely enjoy, because it's a commitment. I mean, no matter what it is you pick, no matter what your career path you pick is, no matter, what school you pick, maybe, it's a commitment. Like I said, it's a long time and it's a lot to think about, but it's definitely worth the thought for sure. Because you want to be happy with your choice. You want to be happy with, where you're at in life in 20 years as well. Like, you don't want to just pick something also that makes you happy, but might not make you enough money to live the life that you're looking for. So you definitely have to find balance there. And it's a tough ask. I can't lie. It's definitely a tough ask to find something that makes you enough money, but you can also enjoy doing every day. I think YouTube is a great platform and allows a lot of people to do that. But I think on top of that, it's not easy. But nothing that you want in life is going to be easy. I think that's a lesson that is tough to learn for a lot of people, but eventually everybody comes to the conclusion to where it's like, okay, this isn't going to be easy. I'm going to have to spend a lot of time doing this. I have to enjoy it. And I think there's something to be said about when you enjoy something, you're a lot better at it as well. Like for me especially, like I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy Minecraft. I'd like to say that I'm better at this than my 9 to 5 even. And I probably spend a lot more time on my 9 to 5 job, but I'm not as good because I don't enjoy it as much, There's not the strive to be better. There's not the strive to learn more about it because it's just not as enjoyable to me. So I think there's something to be said about that. And I think I might have to go one more out with this block. Let's see. No, I think that's good actually. That should work. But there's definitely something to be said about that. So it's like, here are my tips in life. And I think these are universal. I don't think that I'm giving any bad advice here, but find something it is that you love. Figure out what the best approach is to where you can be doing that as your full-time job, and just give it a shot. Just give it a chance, whether it's putting an hour in every day, whether it's putting in 2 hours every day, whatever it may be, just give it a chance, because you'll be thanking yourself one day for giving it a chance. I really do believe in that. I think everybody should give their dreams a chance. I don't think anybody should give up on their dreams too early. I don't think anybody should feel like they're crazy for wanting to go after their dreams or start a business or follow a different path than the regular path that is set out by society. I mean, I know that's like a term that's used like very loosely nowadays, like society norms and everything, but there's a lot of truth to that. Like, it's like, it's a tough conversation to have with family, with friends. If you want to go after something that's not the normal route, everybody's going to question you. Everybody's going to ask you why. Everyone's going to think you're crazy, or you're dreaming too hard, or your hopes are set too high. But for a lot of people, it's like, I don't know. It's like some people just can't see themselves working a 9 to 5 for the rest of their lives, and that's completely okay. That's completely realistic, because we didn't choose for that to be the normal. Like us as people, we didn't choose for that to be the normal. We didn't choose for it to be crazy and seen as a dream to go live the life that you want to live. It's not crazy if you want to be a basketball player and do that for the rest of your life. Like, no matter what, people are going to call you crazy. That's just what it is. And we didn't get to choose that, So I think there's a lot to be said about that specifically in life in general. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of thoughts that run through my mind when it comes to something like this, because like I said, I mean, I have higher dreams for myself and for this channel and for the rest of my life than where I'm currently at. And I think for a lot of people, that's a similar scenario to be in. So that's why I want to spread my thoughts and let you all know, where my head is at and what I'm thinking for this challenge. I kind of like that. I don't know. I think maybe we need another red line in there somewhere. The red looks a little thin, but maybe we do that on this flag. Maybe that flag could be good like that. I think that looks pretty good though. I'm okay with that. I think maybe we need another part of the flag up top instead of that wood path right there that we have. I think that might help it a little bit, but we're going to need more wool, that's for sure. I wish there was a better way to get wool other than this sheep farm we have, because we didn't really make this the best for getting wool. There's not too much grass growing, and these guys are eating left and right. But if you haven't yet, leave a like on the video, leave a comment if you want to get on the wall of subscribers, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, because like I said, I'm not giving up on my dreams, nor should you. This challenge is going all year long. We are not stopping anytime soon. We have another 240 days, and then after that, this channel will be going on with some other Minecraft content and everything else, or maybe I'll just be yapping a lot on the channel. Who knows? Probably going to be Minecraft content mixed with some yapping like we currently do. But big plans for this channel in the future, and I like I said, this is definitely one of my lifelong dreams. I always loved watching people on YouTube. I always loved watching Minecraft on YouTube ever since I was a kid. So this is definitely one of my dreams, and yeah, I appreciate all of you subscribing and following me on this journey. It definitely means a lot, and building this community has been so cool, and seeing all the nice comments that all of you leave, it's been great. I can't complain about a single moment of it so far. And I think that's, like I said, that's my goal in all of this. Build a community of people who are like-minded and have the same goals and aspirations, and also love to watch Minecraft content and cool Minecraft challenges, because who doesn't? It's definitely enjoyable to watch Minecraft on YouTube. I think it just goes so great with YouTube, just because you're kind of telling that story as you go, and then you can talk through it as well. It's a very peaceful, relaxing game, so you have the ability to spread your thoughts and opinions and aspirations throughout the game while you play. And now I think we need another one on the bottom. I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm being a little hard on myself. I think that looks like a good flag. Maybe, yeah. No, I think we're just going to leave it at that. That looks fine to me. But this boat is coming along. It did take us a while to put that flag up, the one flag. And we're going to need to do that again for this one. And I'm thinking I might need to make it a little taller as well. But Minecraft's definitely a form of art, in a sense of both building and storytelling. Because if you think about it, authors who write books are artists. And then when you're doing a Minecraft series, you're kind of writing almost like a picture book, or a picture book mixed with an audiobook. And it's like, while I make these builds and everything, I'm able to talk to you and tell you all stories and build a story about this village that we've built so far. So it's pretty cool. And I think that's why a lot of people love Minecraft on YouTube. It's almost like giving you the same feeling as reading a book would. And I don't read books, but I can't say that when I've read a book I didn't enjoy it. It's just I don't know. It takes a long time to read. A lot of pages, a lot of chapters. It's time consuming. And I think YouTube and YouTube videos are like the modern day books. And these sheeps are so loud, and they're not growing their wool anytime soon. But I believe, yes, that is the end of day 123. 1, 2, 3. Now we're making some good progress on this boat. I'm really liking how it's coming along. So if you haven't yet, like I said, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you made it this far in the video, comment sheep. Or actually, Yeah, we'll stick with that. I said it first. So comment sheep and leave a like and leave a comment if you want to get on the wall of subscribers. And I will see you tomorrow for day 124.